I'm Greg Biltman from Bethel Lutheran Church in Gary, Indiana.
Perhaps I should remove my mask. Wearing masks has become something that has become a little controversial. Some people are more than happy to wear a mask to protect others. Others are resent being told what to do. As Americans and as children of God, we know that we are a free people and we don't like to be told what to do. And we especially are guilty of comparing ourselves to one another. I want to read some from the 5th and 6th chapters of Galatians, Paul's letter to the Galatian people. Since it is the kind of life we have chosen, the life of spirit, let us make sure that we do not just hold it as an idea in our heads or a sentiment in our hearts, but work out its implications in every detail of our lives. That means we will not compare ourselves with each other as if one of us were better and another worse. We have far more interesting things to do with our lives. Each of us is an original. Live creatively, friends. If someone falls into sin, forgivingly restore him, saving your critical comments for yourself. You might be needing forgiveness before the day is out. Stoop down and reach out to those who are oppressed. Share their burdens. And so complete Christ's law. If you think you are too good for that, you are badly deceived. Make careful exploration of who you are and the work you have been given, and then sink yourself into that. Don't be impressed with yourself. Don't compare yourself with others. Each of you must take responsibility for doing the creative best you can with your own life. I also want to read from a post that a friend of mine posted yesterday morning. And she says that she didn't write it. The author is unknown, but it's about a page-long post about what we should do in reopening the economy, reopening the world. And a lot of people have opinions about that. The post talks about the medical implications of COVID-19, why people might be compelled from an economic standpoint to go back to work, to do things, try to get back to normal, but then also to understand medically that there are people at risk that just can't do that. And the fact is that we all have to make these choices for ourselves. We're free people. We have the freedom. We've been given life by God. We have the freedom to do as we please. The post talks about a couple of ways that we can respond to other people's behavior. One thing we might say is, I think this may be soon, so I will continue to shelter myself and pray, make masks, and check on those who can't. Another response on the other side of the issue might be, I really need to get back to work, so I will do so. But I'll be careful and I'll try to protect myself, my family, and those around me with healthy strategies. These are responses that don't demonize or make fun of people who make a choice that's different than the choice that you make. And to me, that's a respectful thing to do. I have very good friends who are posting things like, don't be a chicken, don't wear a mask, do whatever you want, that's what I'm going to do, life's too short. And those people are free to behave that way as long as what they're doing is legal. They're perfectly within their rights to do it, and I don't fault them for that. There are other people who feel like this is a very scary time, and I'm definitely wearing a mask, I'm staying at home, I'm going to shelter in place and do that. And the fact is that both of those people can do as they wish with my complete support. I love them both and have no judgment. It's not on me to make that judgment. The fact of the matter is that God has given us free will and He's given us a life, and we have a natural right to preserve our own lives and the lives of others. But especially our own life, we also have the freedom to destroy life, to destroy the life of others, and to destroy our own life. Now, there's a morality issue there. And so we know that some things are right and some things are wrong, and we also understand that we are commanded to do God's will. And so the question should be, what is God compelling you to do? What is God telling you to do? What serves God? For me, it serves God to remain at home, to go to church on Sunday and broadcast the church service so my friends and fellow congregation members can enjoy that and worship from afar. And for the most part, walk my dog, pretty much keep to myself. I work from home anyway. Those are luxuries that I've been given. And so that's the choice I'm making. Other people have to make their own choices based on what they believe is right and what God is telling them to do and the economic impact of what they do. So I'd like to end in prayer and reflecting on these issues. Creator God, help us to understand that we have the freedom to live our lives as we please, but we are commanded to live our lives in service to you. Help us understand what serves you in an environment like this that's very new and frightening for many of us. We continue to pray for all those impacted by the virus, those who are on the front lines helping to combat it, those who are in positions of power making decisions that impact how we will live in this new environment, and for each and every one of us who has to consider what the right behavior is to preserve our own life, to preserve our own sanity, but also to be respectful of the rights of others, respectful of the health of others, and certainly to act in a loving way toward ourselves and our neighbor.